Chairman Bond, Vice Chair Brock, President and CEO Benjamin Todd Jellis, members of the family, Board of Directors, members of the Special Contribution Fund, delegates, alternates, observers, friends. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, I hear that you are 5,000 strong. Tonight, I stand before you on a once-in-a-lifetime occasion on the one-of-a-kind island of Manhattan, discovered in 1609 by Henry Hudson 400 years ago, to celebrate the centennial of one-of-a-kind organization, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, which was conceived just 15 blocks south of here on West 38th Street in an apartment of Mr. and Mrs. William English Walling. 4 people met, invited by Mary White Overton, after reading Walden's news account of race riots and lynching in Springfield, Illinois, when Walden asked, yet who realized the seriousness of the situation and what large and powerful body of citizens is ready to come to their aid. Following this meeting, with the assistance of 60 other well-known citizens, including 28 from New York, 31 others from Boston, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia. From that time forward, since its founding, the NAACP has waged unceasing campaigns for civil rights. Its legion of dedicated freedom fighters have come from all walks of life, race, gender, and class, using every available legal means to achieve justice and equality for all. The broad scope of action undertaken include a 30-year national anti-lynching campaign, litigation marking the first U.S. Supreme Court victory in 1917, Brown versus the Board of Education victory 1954, securing enactment of the landmark interstate travel law in 1955, NAACP Youth and College nationwide lunch counter sit-in campaign 1960, and so much more that it can be recounted here. The pursuit of justice continued through the brutal killing of source of NAACP volunteers, even Mississippi Field Secretary Medgar W. Evers. Despite this, the NAACP survived, grew stronger, and commanded respect as the guardians of our national democratic ethics. More than any other organization, the work of the NAACP has expanded access to equal opportunity and social justice, beginning with the denial of the Black citizens' right to vote, to record number voting in the 2008 presidential election, when an African-American descent was elected president. So it is in this setting that on behalf of the NAACP New York State Conference of 70 adults and 20 youth units, that I, as state conference president, welcome you. Our state conference volunteers have been joined by civic, political, financial, religious, and other community leaders who have formed the coalition which had made it possible for us to host this historical centennial convention. For this we owe an immeasurable debt of gratitude to the mayor of the city of New York, the governor of the state of New York, to Earl Graves, Lynn Riggio, Bill Lynch, and by all means, George Fatiti and the NYC staff. Our island of Manhattan has evolved from a green oasis, sparsely populated, with 66 miles of stream and 573 hills, to today oasis of glass, stone, and steel structure, every reaching towards the sky with a population with New York City combined in total of all 5 boroughs of more than 8 million people. We feel proud that you have come to our city. The Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Brooklyn Bridge, Empire State Building, museums, Wall Street, the Apollo Theater, and Duke Ellington A-Train to Harlem. We hope that you combine the work week with much enjoyment. We gather here for the 6th time, and I have been privileged to serve as host the last 3 times, 1987, 1999, and 2009. After we take the brief backward look on the 1st century, come with us as we forge ahead into the 2nd and continue this pursuit of justice. Finally, I offer these words of James Weldon Johnson on the marking of the 50th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation. He said, "Stand erect and without fear. And for our foes, let this suffice. We brought a rightful sonship here, and we have more than paid the price." Enjoy.